Ready to dive deep into the world of UAPs. We've got a ton of fascinating material to unpack. Congressional hearings, pilot interviews, even a glimpse into Lou Elizondo's latest revelations.
Yeah, and you've picked the perfect time with all the buzz around this topic. Let's cut through all the noise and get to the really interesting stuff.
Let's start with those spine-tingling eyewitness accounts. We're talking Navy pilots like Commander Fravor describing that unbelievable Tic Tac encounter. And this wasn't some blurry photo from miles away. He was practically face to face with this thing.
Yeah, the Tic Tac encounter, it's really just the tip of the iceberg when you think about it. Remember Ryan Graves, the pilot who reported seeing these objects frequently during those training exercises. And it wasn't just him. Other pilots in his squadron were seeing the same thing. These are highly trained observers witnessing things that would make even, the most seasoned physicists scratch their head.
It's like these objects came straight out of a sci-fi movie, pulling off maneuvers that just completely defy our understanding of physics. And get this, it wasn't just visual sightings. We're talking radar lock, FLIR footage, multiple systems confirming that these weren't just tricks of the light.
And hold on to your hats because this is where it gets really interesting. Multiple pilots reported equipment malfunctions when they got close to these UAPs.
Really?
Yeah, radar going haywire, FLIR systems glitching. It's almost as if these objects were messing with their technology.
Interfering with our technology, that's straight out of Independence Day. That's got to raise some serious red flags, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
especially when you consider that some of these sightings occurred near, nuclear-powered ships and military installations.
Right, are we talking about UAPs that might be interested in our nuclear capabilities? Now, that's a thought that'll keep you up at night.
Yeah, it certainly adds a whole other layer of complexity, doesn't it? And it's not just speculation either. We have testimony from seasoned officials like Commander Fravor who have witnessed these UAPs firsthand in close proximity to those really sensitive areas.
Okay, so we've got highly credible witnesses, we've got these anomalous objects defying the laws of physics, and now we have this potential link to nuclear technology. This is way beyond your average UFO sighting. This feels like we're on the verge of something huge.
Yeah, it definitely pushes the boundaries of what we thought we knew. And it raises a really critical question. If these objects are real and they're demonstrating technology beyond anything that we understand, who's behind the wheel?
Which brings us to the million-dollar question, right? Who's behind the wheel of these things? And maybe even more importantly, what does the government know about all of this?
Well, that's where things get really interesting. You've included some fascinating insights from Lou Elizondo, who went from being a skeptic in the Pentagon to leading ATIP, their program specifically dedicated to investigating UAPs.
Right, and he really doesn't hold back. He talks about breakaway
Yeah.
technologies, things so advanced they make our current understanding of physics look like child's play.
Yeah, Elizondo's story, along with those congressional hearings you shared, it kind of paints a pretty clear picture. It
Yeah.
seems like the government has known about UAPs for decades. And here's the kicker. They've gone to great lengths to keep it all under wraps.
Really?
Yeah, we're talking classified programs, information hidden from the public, maybe even from top officials.
Hold on a minute. Even top officials were kept in the dark? You'd think something like this, something potentially revolutionary, would be all hands on deck.
Exactly. And that's not even the half of it. Remember David Grush, the former intelligence officer turned whistleblower?
Yeah.
He dropped a bombshell, claiming the government has been recovering crashed UAPs, not just observing, but collecting.
Okay, now we're talking reverse engineering, Area 51 kind of stuff. Are you telling me we might have pieces of this advanced technology tucked away somewhere?
Yeah, that's the implication.
Yeah.
And Elizondo backs this up. He describes materials recovered from UAP encounters that are like nothing we've ever seen. He even mentions isotopic analysis, revealing atomic arrangements so precise it makes our most advanced labs look like they're working with stone tools.
So we're not talking about your average sheet metal from a weather balloon. This is next level stuff.
Right. And Grush didn't just make some vague accusations either. He provided Congress with names, locations. He put his whole career on the line to get this information out there.
That's some serious conviction. But what's the motivation for keeping all of this secret? What are they afraid of?
That's the billion-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
If this technology exists, and we're potentially trying to reverse engineer it, the implications are enormous. It could change everything, from global power dynamics to our understanding of physics itself.
Okay, so we've got these unexplained objects, the potential for advanced technology, even government cover-ups. But the why? That's the real head scratcher. So we've got these unexplained objects, the possibility of technology that's beyond our wildest dreams, and a government that seems content to keep us all in the dark. It's like we're living in a science fiction thriller.
And that's the thing, isn't it? This isn't just a story. This is our reality, and it's pushing us to expand our thinking in ways we never could have imagined. Elizondo argues that we shouldn't just be asking what these UAPs are, but why they're here.
Okay, so let's entertain that question. Why? Why would these incredibly advanced objects, potentially from another world, be so interested in us?
Well, it's a question that sparks almost endless possibilities, doesn't it? I mean, are they simply observing us, just out of scientific curiosity? Are we like a cosmic ant farm to them? Or is there something more to it? Elizondo even suggests, and this is really interesting, a quantum explanation for their abilities, hinting that they might be tapping into a level of physics that, honestly, we barely even understand.
So we could be dealing with a civilization so advanced that they make Einstein look like a kindergartner. And that just begs the question, if they are that far ahead of us, what does that mean for humanity? Is this a cause for concern or a sign of something more profound?
It's certainly a bit of both, isn't it? I mean, it's awe-inspiring, but also a little unsettling all at the same time. And this is where Elizondo really challenges us to think outside the box. What if we're only seeing a tiny fraction of what's really out there? What if these UAPs are closer than we think, existing in a way that we're only just beginning to grasp?
That's mind-blowing. It's like we're standing at the edge of a new frontier of scientific discovery, one that could redefine everything we thought we knew about the universe and our place in it.
Yeah, and maybe that's the most important takeaway from all of this. This isn't just about UAPs. It's about our willingness to embrace the unknown, to question our assumptions, and to consider possibilities that might seem outrageous at first glance.
It's about opening our minds to the possibility that we're not alone, and that the universe is a far stranger and more wondrous place than we ever imagined.
Exactly. And as we continue to learn more about these UAPs, one thing is certain, the journey is just beginning.
And sometimes the journey is the most exciting part, so keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep looking up. Who knows what we might discover next?